Hello viewers, this is Ethan Immortal, long time no see. I'm just getting ready for the release of Forza 6 in the UK, so my copy arrives on September 18th and this is currently Monday the 14th, and I'm just having a look back at Forza Motorsport 3, 4 and possibly Horizon, but I thought I would concentrate on 3 and 4 because they are doing a tiered reward system, and what that means is that for every set amount of cars you have, you're going to get a bonus starting amount in Forza 6, and that sounds quite good to me. So if you have 50 to 199 cars, you get 100,000 credits. If you have 200 to 299 cars, you get 1,000,000 credits, and if you have 300 or more cars in your garage, then you get 5,000,000 credits. And this applies to Forza 3, Forza 4, Forza Horizon, Forza 5 and Forza Horizon 2. So if you're a fan of the franchise, chances are you might be eligible for a bonus when your game comes through. Now, my personal playstyle, I played a lot of these games and I've moved on, but I mean my save files are still there. I have a few million credits sitting there not used, and I tended to have garages around about the 50 car mark because I would tend to buy something, do it up and use it quite a bit and then just kind of switch between a core set of cars. I didn't really go after buying every car in the game. So anyway, I went back into Forza Motorsport 3, found I had 1.4 million, and this is how I was doing it. Just thought I would show you the best way to fill up your garage to 300 cars quickly with the least effort. So you can see there in the background it's got the Volkswagen Golf Rabbit, or the Rabbit GTI, and that was a car. It only costs 4,000 credits, so it's very easy to buy multiples of those. So if I head into the Buy Cars menu here and I press the left bumper, it'll go along to the search. I can then just spam A, go into F, and of course the first thing there is the Rabbit GTI. And so it's 4,000 credits, go into that, you can buy that. You already have 250 of these cars. I've been at this a while. Are you sure you want to purchase yet another one for 4,000? So yes. Now the thing is, that's it kind of just to let you see the menu, but if you do what I did, you do this maybe over the course of a couple of sessions. I actually pulled up a podcast. I was listening to the Co-optional podcast, and just let that run while I just kind of sat and mindlessly did buy car, left bumper, A, just spam like that. And so you can actually get quite quick at this. It comes up, buy cars, left bumper, and just spam A. It goes like that. And that's the fastest way to fill up your garage. There we go. So that was a few there. Let's see how many of those I've. Was it 250? So yeah, about 5 of them in a kind of short space of time there. So you can see. It takes a little while. It's worth having if you have Netflix or something that you could put on in the background and kind of watch while you just kind of you'll get a muscle memory to doing that. But it's a great way to fill up your garage and hopefully get the 5 million bonus when Forza 6 comes out. If you want to know how many cars you have, to my knowledge, it doesn't tell you. You've actually got to count them. But if you use the bumpers, again the shoulder buttons, it'll skip 5 at a time. Now obviously I've got quite a few Rabbit GTIs. Get through those. There we go. I'll go to the other end actually, that'll be the easier way. So from there you just count up in 5, so that would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and I think, yeah, 62. So I have 62 cars that are not Rabbit GTIs and 255 that are, so I'm definitely over the 300 at this point. So that's the best car to fill up your garage with for Forza 3. I'll head over to Forza 4 now. Alright, so we're now in Forza 4, and so if I go into play career, I'll show you how I filled up the garage on this one now. If I go to cars and my cars first, you'll notice I have a lot of 1977 American Motor Company Pacer X. They cost 5,000 credits each, and so you don't need too much money to be able to fill up your garage. Again, I had about 3 million credits, I think, left in Forza 4 just from the days that I was playing it, and so again I had a garage size of about 50. If I skip right along to the end, there's no quick way to do this other than just try and hit the right bumper. There we go. Again, the best way to do it is probably going to be to go to the end and then just do 5, 10, 15, 20. Unfortunately with Forza 4, it doesn't tell you how many you've bought of a single car. You know, like the Forza 3 message came up, it was actually inadvertently helpful, so you will actually have to go through and do, 5, 10, 15, 30, 35, 40. You'll have to actually go right along the whole way. Although, there is a little scroll bar at the bottom, the little red one just moving underneath there. And generally, if you get to 150 before that's under your middle car there, then that's going to mean that you've got 300. So 150 times 2 would be over 300. And the only other thing I did is I went over 300 just to be safe, because quite a few of these were gifts from turn 10 for either VIP or just events and things. So I just kind of went through and discounted, so I would just count up the Abarthas 1, and then what else was there? There was the Focus RS, so that was 2. I just basically discounted anything with this little parcel symbol, little present symbol on it. So I just made sure that I went well over the 300. To buy it, if you select buy cars, now the method that we were using before was to click left bumper, go to search. But unfortunately at this point, Forza 4 had quite a lot of DLC. And so unless you had the DLC, the first several cars in this are DLC. So you had to go quite a bit to the right to find one. Even then it's 10,000 credits and such. It doesn't work quite as quick for kind of trying to do this in a way to get 300 cars as fast as you can. So what I was doing was I was going buy car along to American Motors and then spam the A button. It's a little bit more than Forza 3, but again, you'll get the hang of it. It'll just become muscle memory. Again, just sit with a podcast or something and do it that way. And I just quickly wanted to cover Forza 5 and why I'm not showing you how to buy the cars in that, and you'll see the problem very quickly, no doubt, here whenever it logs in. There we go. So if I go to career mode here, got the bug there, and I'm going to go to car, and I'm going to buy a car, and it's giving me recommended cars for the current championship that I'm in. And so that changes depending on whatever championship you're in. You could possibly line one up that would do it quickly. But even if you did, let's just say I take this Sprinter Torino GT Apex there. If I take that and I spam that, I've got to load up the design from there. Press buy with credits. It's then got to save it, sync it with the cloud, as it were. I'm sure you can see the problem already.
This is your 1985 Toyota Sprinter Treno GT Apex.
And I'm pressing E, there we go. And then I've got to go back to car, buy cars. And now it's giving me different recommendations. you can see what the problem here is that there's not really a consistency, a way to do this quickly. And even if you hit sort and maybe do it by class, unfortunately it's still going to arrive on whatever one you were on. So we press right button, go right down to the bottom. We've got the Beetle for 16,000. It's not even the cheapest one, but okay, we'll buy that. Again, got to wait for the designs to come up. Take a design, buy with credits. Wait for the cloud to save.
This is your 1963
And you've got to listen to
Volkswagen
her.
Beetle.
You've got to listen to her every time. So it literally takes anywhere from kind of 20 to 40 seconds to buy each car, which could explain why when I go into my cars, it's there's really not that many. I think there's less than 50 there, so I don't know, I might persist until I get 50 cars. I might just persist through that, over the course of this week, but there's no quick way to do it. I would advise if you have Forza 3 or Forza 4, go back to them and fill up your garages and get 5 or 10 million if you can to fill up. I really don't think it's worth the time unless you're very close to any of the numbers. In Forza 5 already, I don't think it's worth the time trying to buy 300 cars in this game. I have not covered the Forza Horizon purchases in this one because those games I never really progressed very far in. I just didn't get into them the same way that I do the track racers, and so I really don't have enough money in those to go back and get up to 300 cars, and I'm not really compelled to either. So there you go. Hopefully the Forza 3 and Forza 4 methods are useful for you, and if you're getting Forza 6, I hope you enjoy it. I've certainly been watching a few streams. Looks great to me, and I can't wait. See you on the racetrack.